Hello everybody, welcome to your daily pop of positivity. I like this simple layout so much, and I think I like two cards. I like to really zoom into the artwork, and what I might do too is just put down some others as I'm reading because I like to kind of change it up. But let's talk about this journey. I love this because I feel like when we look at our life like that, like a journey or an adventure, it takes on a different kind of idea, right? We decide, hey, I'm going to love myself first. I'm going to appreciate myself. I'm going to treat myself kindly because on this journey, my mental well-being is very important because I need to navigate, right? I need to keep high vibes. So those are the directions I'm pointing in. Those are the things that I notice, right? I notice all the beauty in the world, the magic, the love, the carefree, the joy, the kind of fool card energy. What do you want to experience on your journey? Great people, wonderful food, new surprises, fantastic ideas. I love this little origami structure boat just floating by, right? Noticing all the little things. If we're in a hurry and we feel like our journey is work orientated or we're slavishly devoted to something that we feel like we have to do, we get out of that gorgeous flow state. And look how beautifully this beautiful seahorse unicorn is just floating with the elf down the river, just looking around, and there's some transparency, reflection, time for reflection and be like, look how far you've come already, and the things that we thought might absolutely just annihilate us because they're so damn inconvenient, that when we're in a flow state, we know everything is temporary. We just get on with it, right? And we move to the next sector, which is enjoyment, joy, fun. Because the number one thing is we are not here to just work and produce. We are here to have adventures and go on journeys and see new places and experience people and have a good, wonderful, heart-filled time by looking for those things that fulfill us and going after them and not being waylaid or derailed by other people's opinions of what our lives should be, right? And oftentimes we get stuck in that loop when we're younger, perhaps just graduating from high school or whatever. Everybody's like, oh, you should really go to this school, or oh, you should really practice law. And they start leaning in on you. We have to realize our lives are our own. We have to have strong boundaries. We're the one that's going to live it. So where everybody else, go ahead. That's very nice. Thank you for your opinions. I really appreciate it. Don't ever let anybody pressure you into turning in any direction on your journey because it's yours. And this is when you're going in your natural rhythm and doing what you want, you're going to find just this beautiful flame of creativity for you. Try different things because you never know. I remember one time when I was just at Michael's getting some supplies, I saw these oil sticks, and I never worked in sticks, and I thought, oh, that looks really portable and fun, and I got them and I absolutely love them. They blend well, they have deep rich colors, and I found an affinity for them, and they happen to be one of my favorite mediums now. So try all different things. It could be things like macrameing, braiding certain things, beadwork, needlework, singing. I'm finding too, I have a good time editing. Like I want to do this thing the other day when I was on one of my editing things. I thought it's so cool that you can make this mini movie and all this fun stuff. It could be fun editing. And now with all the apps, it's like you can do incredible things. Photography, I have a lot of people that often DM me like, I just started taking pictures and I love it. And I really want to incorporate that kind of in my what I do for a living and have it be, I want to go to venues and, photograph beautiful things and animals, and really, really pursuing your creative outlets, because I've always believed, and I feel every time I'm involved in a creative endeavor, it is a gift from the divine. It's a beautiful suggestion for the divine. Do this, sow this, make this, create this, use color, use all of this. And I feel very expansive and limitless. When I'm making jewelry and I have all these blues and reds and, sapphires and greens and colors in front of me, I see the colors of the universe, and it's amazing. It's the same thing when I look at artwork. It creates like a really expansive, limitless mindset. Like, wow, looking at stars in space, whatever does that and helps expand your consciousness, do that and lean into that, because that'll really help you with your creativity. And I'll pull one more because I just love these so much. And strangeness, embrace strangeness. Like, I have to say, I used to be very cognizant of the fact that if I was with people in public and they were like off or really loud or swore or whatever, you have different friendship groups and different people and family members, and some are really gregarious. And I always loved being like with my mom and all their brothers, because they would all try to talk over one another and they could still understand each other, and it made me laugh. But I remember having certain friends, and I loved this individual, and she was, a elementary school mom friend of mine. But man, she swore like a truck driver. She was hilarious. Like everything was F this and F him and F all that. And I would remember going, okay, where am I going today? Oh, I should ask so and so. And then I'd think, oh my gosh, you're going to be dropping the F bomb, and everybody else is going to be staring at us. Like one of those things, and it's one of those things when it's their part of their personality, and I never try to. Change how somebody speaks or expresses themselves. So I was always like, they can do that. But I remember definitely modifying the places that I went with them. If it was going to be in closed, small spaces with more like kind of refined or shy people, I wouldn't be like, hey, I'm going to invite so-and-so because I want a few hundred F-bombs dropped. But you know what I mean? It's like one of those things that I love that. I never judge anybody for anything. And I find swearing hysterical. I try to minimize it because I find once I start using certain words, they just come into my vocabulary very naturally, and I don't want to be dropping those around, especially when I'm around a lot of teachers and talking to people. I don't want that to become part of my repertoire. But I love strangeness. I love really wild out there clothes. I gotta say, like Cyndi Lauper is one of my faves. Vivienne Westwood, just people that everybody's like, oh, they're out there or they're whatever. I think that's so wonderful. Super expressive colors. And what is different, and I mean, what's strangeness to one person can be absolute home and awesome to somebody else. You know what I mean? But I also like to be in strange environments that I'm curious about, that I've never been in. It could be anything: neighborhoods, places, ethnic restaurants, things like that. Restaurants, things of that nature, because that helps us again be more expansive and really want to integrate new tastes and flavors, and it awakens our five senses, right? I remember when I moved into my first apartment with Ian, there was a lot of, because of GE, a lot of young Indian people in the building, and all the smells, because I'd never really eaten Indian food, and all the spices and all this stuff, and I was like, it was like traveling to an exotic land. The entire, like, our hallway smelled like. So what can be strangeness can be so beautiful, because I do not like the same things. I like trying all different things, meeting new people, doing stuff. I don't like to feel like I'm ever on that carousel of doing the same thing over and over. So it's like, let's get out and let's embrace strangeness. Let's get into a world of creativity. Let's really expand on our journey and learn more about ourselves, the people around us, how we can enhance our daily lives and our existence by trying new things and trusting the universe is going to bring us everything we need, so we feel safe and we're able to go out and be curious in our world. So that's your daily pop, everybody. Love and light.